Greetings and salutations, folks, and welcome back to Star Wars Rebellion. I think I attempted a gambit last time in hopes of getting the game done quickly, and I don't think that necessarily worked. I don't think I was counting on the fact that they would have advanced shield generators, that they would be quite so strong to bombardment, that would cause it to be extremely easy for my own ships to be hit, and also for the Emperor to escape so easily. So, it looks like I won't be able to wrap this game up quite as quickly as I want it to. So what I probably should do is I should find one of these planets.
R2 has a message from one of our field
And
personnel.
one that has construction sites, and take it over. And then use that as like a central hub to take over Farfan. Then move my fleet to Sluis, find another construction place, and use that as a hub to take over Sluis. Then take over these two last systems, because that way I can get all of those. It's going to be a couple days for the fleet to move into position,
Indicates that a manufacturing message has
and
been
when they
received.
do, let's see if there's a battle. I didn't actually bother to see how long it would take.
R2 has a message from one of our field personnel.
2230. So actually, it shouldn't take that
R2
much
indicates that a
time at all.
manufacturing message
And
has
it
been
seems like they're
received.
still pumping out, like, again, it seems like their focus is just on, like, infiltrator missions, and sabotage missions, and espionage. So, like, I could actually just fly around, confirm what they have, and then leave. Oh, these guys just have the 2 Gen cores, but unfortunately that's enough to stop me from bombarding the system. Clearly my fleet is not big enough. Oh. Never mind. Oh, they have a Gen core level 1. That's why I succeeded. So, because they do have a construction yard, I probably could use this as my hub. Let us use... also, I think I've changed how I'm going to start sending out espionage missions as well. Everybody's going to be sent out in groups rather than one big chunk. I think that's one of the things that has made it difficult for me to succeed in this game in regards to espionage and to sabotage. The reason why I'm also sending all of these people is because they do have the chance of getting information about other planets. And in theory, if I send them to the same planet over and over again, eventually they'll get the information as to where Darth Vader is. I just came up with that just now. And it sounds like a sound strategy. It sounds like one. And they're not going to get there for 11 days. So the Kenyan crew should finish first.
R2 has a message from one of our field personnel.
Oh, hold on.
R2 says one of our agents is reporting
Hold on. Ah, and they also got Bupfash. So there's nothing going on here. Where is Bupfash? And there's nothing going on in Let's see if the bonus planet is always the same planet. Because that's something I haven't looked... That would, if the bonus planet keeps switching from one planet to the other, then there's no reason not to stop investigating a planet until Vader is found. I could just keep going on espionage missions until said time. Although it does take a little bit of time to do the espionage mission, and it's part like the travel time, and then part the
R2 has a message from one of our field personnel.
Yep. And they also got it for Mon Calamari. Where is Mon Calamari? So they got Imperial droids. Okay. I'm gonna try this a little bit and see what kind of results I get. If I get no results by, say, 2300, I'm going to stop. Okay, so I gave up on that strategy. It was an interesting idea, but
R2 has a message from one of our field personnel.
But I don't think there really was anything I could have done with it. Still interesting because I was getting a lot of information about the various planets in this sector. But I wasn't getting the information I wanted, which is very specifically, where is the Emperor? Now the question becomes, do I risk traveling? Because that leaves this planet undefended. But I could go to Freitas, fight them, and then fly back. Keep things interesting. That way I'm not necessarily just playing the waiting game. So let's see what happens if I could leave and then come back. By the way, that basically just says that, smuggling issues.
R2 has a message from one of our field personnel.
Yep, he's still there. These guys are still there. That's okay. I got them all. And I only lost 2 X-Wings. And unfortunately, they've got tons of... Ooh, maybe I should actually take these guys instead, because they've already got 3... construction sites. And that would make building a lot faster if I started off with 3 instead of... of 1. So, let's send a couple of ground teams to take out this laser tower, because I'm going to need that to happen. Hope for the best. With any luck, nobody dies. And it's gone.
Has a message from one of our field personnel.
And then we also need them to get rid of 1 shield generator. No, not incite an uprising on the shield generator. Sabotage it. And then, if I'm taking this as my my go-to...
R2 says one of our agents is reporting in.
Actually, all of them reported in? Oh, no, just 2. Just the 1.
R2 has a message from one of our field personnel.
That didn't work. Oh, hello.
R2 says one of our agents is reporting in.
Mazar Ruckus was killed. Okay, let's reload the save and hope for the best. Okay, so none of these sabotage missions appear to be working. Let's see if we can sabotage some of these dark troopers. That way, if case one of these sabotage missions succeeds, then I don't need to worry about... Then the chances of the next one succeeding are higher.
R2 says one of our agents is reporting in. R2 has a message from one of our field personnel.
Okay, and that
There
got
is a
somebody
message from
killed.
Captain Solo.
So this kind of a game has become a little bit on the tricky side because I can't just bombard their planets anymore, unfortunately. Huh. Which might mean I might need to build a bigger fleet. Like the bombardment defense strength is 3. Is there a bombardment attack strength? Bombardment modifier is 1. So I will need probably some sort of ship that has a really high bombardment modifier. And most of these just have a low. So I might need to build some of those last ships that I haven't gotten around to building. So let's move to Biss, and then let's move back to Kenyon.
R2 has a message from one of our field personnel.
Just kind of generally harass the people in this area. Like, it doesn't seem like I can do too much just yet. But I should eventually return to Kenyon, because it is unguarded.
R2 indicates that a manufacturing message has been received. Oh dear, R2 has a message from one of our planetary systems, indicating that the Empire is blockading the planet.
You know, this planet only has 2299. Let's see what happens if I bombard it. So I lost a Corellian gunship. Yeah, unfortunately, it seems to only destroy the shield generator. If it destroyed the laser defense, then maybe I would have better luck.
R2 has a message from one of our field
And there's a natural disaster, which destroyed...
R2 says there's a message coming in from a planetary system.
basically everything. That is going to be the big problem for the rest of the game. Now Avarim is useless, but I don't want them to use it as the Empire, to use it as a staging ground, so I will have to defend it anyway.
R2 has a message from one of our field personnel.
And I suppose I might as well look, try to find what I did with my diplomatic team. I think they're way over here. In one of these planets. Yes, they are. And I can send them all to convert Kenyon to my side. At the very least, it's good to know that the Empire realizes they don't have the ability to break through those two advanced shield John cores, those two level 2 John cores with the laser defense system. Because otherwise they would actually do something other than spook every system they go into. You know, I probably should just go straight to Firo, claim that, and then use that as a training ground so that I could then take over the rest of this place.
R2 has a message from one of our field personnel.
You know,
R2 indicates that
it was probably my own mistake for making the galaxy so darn huge, because then, like, I wouldn't have to travel the entire galaxy to find Vader.
R2 indicates that a manufacturing message.
So now that that second Jean Corps is built, I can build the laser defense system, deal with smuggling losses, and move on.
Oh dear, R2 has a message from one of our planetary systems indicating that the Empire is blockading the planet.
Alright, it is day 2350, and it seems as though we're back to the grind. Vader is out there, somewhere.
Indicating it has dropped out of hyperspace
But,
and has arrived.
unfortunately, there's no way to tell exactly where he is.
A message has been received indicating our fleet has initiated a blockade of an enemy system.
Oh, they have training facilities already. Fantastic.
R2 indicates that a manufacturing message has been received.
So I could just have the training facilities that are already here build the regiments that will hold it in place. Or keep it garrisoned, should I say. And then I could use the Kinyan construction site to build 2 shield generators and a laser defense system.
R2 has a message from one of our field personnel.
Alright, so now that Firo is defended, my fleet is resupplied with troops. We're going to move on to Com, which is basically it looks like their shipyard center for this region. Smuggling losses, of course.
R2 has a message from one of our field personnel.
And they keep blockading the systems, although I don't really know what they expect to
R2 has a message from one of our
accomplish.
planetary systems indicating that the Empire is blockading the planet.
Not that there's much that I expect to accomplish, considering that we've got the very well defended planet. Which means a little bit of saving, a little bit of loading. Let us save my game and see if I could save load until the defensive have been whittled down to nothing. I admit at this juncture of the game, like, this is the defense that I create for my own planets, but I don't actually know how to beat specifically, especially when there are troops on the ground. Like, it seems like their collection of troops is strong enough that there's not much I could really do. Ooh, especially since they have this general in place, who is leadering them up. So maybe I should focus on the general?
From the President.
And everybody failed. This is going to be tricky. I probably knew it was going to be tricky. Let's try the shield generator instead.
You got it.
And everybody failed. Or got captured. Pretty much a whole bunch of people got captured. Huh. And I obviously can't bombard them, because then I'll just get blown up. Alright, let's see what's going on Wistrel. I mean, if they don't have any resources, they can't use it.
Oh dear, R2 has a message from one of our planetary systems indicating that the Empire is blockading the planet.
Oh, hold on. That's disappointing, because that was in the process of being built. And they've also got the same facility. They've got war droids, which have a lower detection value. Jeez, they have a 30 detection value each. No wonder I wasn't succeeded in anything I was doing. So let's, because these guys have lower detection values, let's see if I can take this planet. Because that'll also help take their resources. Alright. Somebody actually succeeded at something somewhere. Which will then make the next sabotage mission even easier, because now the detection value on this planet will be significantly lowered. And then, okay, so Wedge and Teals got captured in that, but that's fine, because I can just assault the planet and get him back.
R2 says one of our agents is reporting in.
Alright, the gun emplacement is gone. Nobody else got captured, which means now I just have to get rid of one of those shields, and then I can assault the planet. Let's see how easily this goes, because people are getting injured in this process. This sabotage business is not an old man's game. I probably should also pay attention to who's actually completing these missions. That way I know who's actually doing good at their jobs.
There's a message from Captain Solo.
Like,
R2 says one of
oh,
our agents is reporting
so that
in.
group. Oh.
R2 indicates that a manufacturing message has been received.
Alright, so now that the John Core has been destroyed, I can assault the planet.
R2 indicates that a manufacturing message has been received.
I only lost 2,
Says one of our agents is
which is
reporting in.
fantastic. And that means that there is still 1 shield generator on this planet, which I do not have to replace. I'll move him back there. Oh, do they have their own training facility? I suppose they do. But I'm going to destroy them so I could build more refineries and mines. Because I don't need more training facilities. Interesting how other prisoners have escaped, but the Emperor has. Which makes me feel that I really should kind of step up trying to
R2 indicates that a manufacturing message has been received.
put a stop to that sort of activity. And actually, I think I'm going to stop with this section and go back here to Burchest and Delaya, which may or may not be delaying
R2 has a message
my
from one
completing
our
of the
agents.
game, but unfortunately it looks like it's going to be a slow victory at best. So it's going to take 47 days to get to Burchest.
R2 has a message from one of our field personnel.
Has bested us.
But luckily I've got my diplomatic team, they've got stuff to do. It's going to take a little bit of time for them to succeed at turning the tide for both these other planets. They did manage to convert Kenyon over to my cause.
Manufacturing message has been received.
I mean,
There is a message from the president.
Our goal
in
has been
theory...
achieved.
Okay, oh, this is problematic. I just realized something. I could take over every single planet in the system, in the entire galaxy, but I still have a potential of not being able to find Vader because I'm assuming that Vader is planet-bound. In theory, okay, so there's a lot of... The more I play the game, the more like some of the problems start to show up.
Achieved.
And I would imagine that a person could, in theory, have a game last forever. Maybe not forever, but close to infinity. By just keeping Vader on a ship and just moving Vader from one system to the next. I don't know if the computer is going to behave in a similar fashion, but we shall see. I mean, if I really wanted to do it the slow way too, I could also start taking over all of these outer systems as well, and use them to gain resources. Or at the very least, block the Empire from being able to gain resources. Because with every planet I get that's fewer resources they can have, then, assuming, like, the strategy I would imagine for defeating a traveling Vader would be to have ships on every single planet. Now, obviously, you wouldn't be able to have... Oh, there we go. Oh. And it looks like taking over this planet will be nice and simple because they only have an ion cannon and one shield generator. So let us bombard their planet. Destroyed everybody. And let's take an opportunity to do some espionage. You know, it would be nice if any of these espionage missions finished.
There is a message from the president.
Our goal has been achieved.
R2 says one of our
So he got for
reporting in.
Bothwai, Rishi, Ungul. So where is Bothwai, Rishi, and Ungul? So he didn't really get anything. Unfortunately, no Vader. I wonder if Vader is in the outskirts. Because I see there's Admiral Piet out there too.
R2 says
Ooh. So this laser system isn't there yet. So what I could do is I could... assault this planet. Quickly move here. Get rid of that stuff.
agents is reporting in.
Except it seems as though there are... No, that's in a different place.
Oh dear, R2 has a message from one of our planetary systems indicating that the Empire...
So I'll let Han Solo finish.
There is a message from the president.
Problem.
There is a message from Captain Solo.
And... oh yeah, there are no more troopers. So I can just assault. That took out a whole bunch of droids. And then I can move... let's move 3 of these guys there so that it's still well protected. And hopefully these shields will be built fast enough for me to fly to Delia and then fly back. Because that takes 8 days. Let's see, that's 25, 11... and this is going to arrive in 2533, so that's 22 days. It's going to take It's going to be cutting it close. So I'm going to wait until the last possible moment. So that'll be day 25, 22.
R2 has a message indicating that one of our fighter squadrons has replaced its losses and is now at full
And then once I get at that point,
Oh dear, R2 has a message from one of our
then I could shift my...
indicating that the Empire is blockading the planet.
No. So I will build a shield generator, and I will also send troops. Because that would be very problematic if the Empire starts taking its ground back in the Farfin sector.
At full strength.
Our goal has been achieved.
Especially since I'm planning to move my diplomatic team over to take that area out. So where is Ketris? Okay, that's in the Dalamar sector. So they're a little ways away.
Indicates that a manufacturing message has been received.
So I'm relatively safe. Actually, just because I can, and because the Empire hasn't moved in yet, I'm gonna build 2 John cores on Yavin, and then when Firo is done over there, I'm gonna build some units to protect it.
R2 has a message from one of our field personnel.
Like, they won't be able to blow up any planets, but at the very least, it will be protected. Like, too many shield generators for the Empire to actually get past. So let's turn Firo's manufacturing to Yavin for no particularly good reason. Also, I just realized I probably don't need whatever industry is on Burchist, which are these advanced shipyards, and that will help clear up a lot of excess waste that I don't need. Oh, by the way, if you notice my maintenance modder has dropped, it's because I finally got around to starting the Bulwark battle cruisers. So we're going to see what kind of bombardment modifier they are able to offer.
R2 indicates that a manufacturing message has been received.
The Extinguisher. That is a lot of people. So I lost some X-Wing, a bunch of X-Wing squadrons, and that's it. Okay, but I managed to block their laser defense system from coming in. Unfortunately, I can't bombard them just yet, but they don't seem to have that much of a defense on the ground, so let's see if I can save scum it out. Okay, so the first of the Bulwark battlecruisers is done. Let's take a look at what it has. A bombardment modifier of 4. Now, I wonder if that is enough. So that's 40 days. Let's find out if that is enough to bombard and break through Delia's shields. Because that would be very convenient if it was. And if it isn't, I'm building a whole bunch of infiltrators on this neighboring planet of Obersky, which will hopefully be enough in order to deal with these remaining 3 Dark Trooper regiments that are holding me back.
R2 has a message from one of our field
Now, if
personnel.
only having 1 Bulwark battlecruiser is enough, that'll be impressive. Because that means then I can go around and take over all the other Imperial planets. No problem. No questions asked. It'll be done.
Dropped out of hyperspace and
Alright.
has arrived at its destination.
So the Bulwark battlecruiser has arrived. It is day 2589. We've got a bombardment modifier of 4. Let's see what happens. Nothing. Nothing happens at all. But maybe I shouldn't have expected that much, because they do have 2 shields. Okay, so that means I should focus on using my infiltrators to hopefully take down one of these Dark Trooper regiments. Now, they have an espionage combat rating of 60 and 55. They have various defenses.
And has arrived
Alright,
at its destination.
so now I have 2 of the Bulwark battle cruisers deployed. It is day 2659, and I'm going nowhere very quickly. Let's try this out again. And nothing. So having 2, like, it's hard to tell whether this having all these extra ships is really helping out with the bombardment. Like, is it possible to actually bombard past 2 John Corps 2s? Oh! Oh my. It turns out all I needed to do was assign Han Solo as an admiral, and by his additional leadership ability, that enabled the shields to be destroyed. And the military. Well, the rest of the game might actually go smoothly after all. Might. We'll see. So let's assign Lando as something. As the general. And no, you can't hold a position. Chewie can't hold a position. And Wedge as the commander.
May I remind you that no messages may be sent
No,
to
you may not remind me of anything.
Wait until those units arrive at their destination.
Who did I just capture? Ben Asada, Niles. Ooh, I got him back. Because he escaped. Well then. Thank you for watching. Questions, comments, recommendations for something to play next? Comment down below or send it on over to itsoundedgoodonpaper@gmail.com. That's itsoundedgoodonpaper@gmail.com. So long for now.